and welcome, my friends. Habage here once again, and hello, how the heck are you? We're doing awesome. As always, how can you not be? Maybe cloudy skies outside, maybe a little chance of rain and snow. Hey, that's all good, right? Let's keep those droughts at bay. Yeah, awesome. Glad you guys are here. Can't wait to get into some hardcore vanilla Minecraft. Shout out and thank you to everybody that was so awesome with Garden Story yesterday. Oh, but speaking of awesome, how great is our new little living area bedroom? Just getting going. Don't worry, the goodness will continue. Um, oh, we were working on our farm areas, weren't we? All right, looks pretty daytimey out. I don't know if we slept. We'll kind of keep the intro stuff going as we roll here. And I get caught back up. One of the things about switching the games up. Oh, it is dusk, not dawn. All right, that's why we were down in the bedroom. So now we can chill for just a second at least. We don't want to. Fairy! Oh my gosh, Fairy! How you doing, Fairy? Oh, dude, so good, so good. I hope you're doing awesome. Great to see you, Fairy. It's been a minute. I hope that's all because life has been so awesome, coming at you with so much good stuff. Or maybe you just need a break. And hey, that's fair too. I know we all need them. Yeah, this is new world, Fairy. There was some bumps along the road. I'm not sure if we saw you since Necrophagia Taka went down, but we don't like to talk about that anymore. But yeah, we got a new start. We haven't gone very far yet, but just decided in this one we weren't going to completely live in an unfinished hole in the ground. So there we go. Now, for the rest of you guys, thanks again so much. Holy smokes, we had oh, you got a new phone. Well, hey, let's not worry about what happened to the old one, unless it's an awesome story. But hey, new phone, always good. Hope that's working great. Um, yeah. So yesterday, for folks who maybe didn't catch it or haven't seen the YouTube channel content yet, yeah, we did the first episode of Garden Story, and that was the game that I had played for a few hours for the holiday special while I was on family traveling, all that kind of stuff. So if you haven't already caught that, go check out the YouTube. Already shout out to the new YouTube subscribers and all the viewers. Definitely great to have you guys on board, and hope you're enjoying. For that game particularly, if no spoilers, we don't want that. But if um, mechanical type stuff that I may be missing out on or anything like that, hey, feel free. I do not know much about it other than Concord the Grape will dominate the entire world and get us going. So as we talked about at the end of the last stream, we're going to spend a little bit of time here kicking off the day, getting a little landscaping done here for our new farms, right? And we'd done some laying out of torches. We kind of know the proximity. May need to be tweaked just a little bit, but basically we're going up because so much of this land is the 2 blocks high that we can build up to that level far easier than we can digging it all out down to water. So we'll do some steps up, however we want to manage that around the outside. But pretty excited here. I think we got a chance to get cranking towards some form of enchanting at least. And yeah, I know we've still got that next hole. We also have to get all these trees cleared. We made a good effort on that as the sun was setting at the end of the last stream. I dropped it off the roof of my friend's house at his birthday party, and it just made a bit. Oh no, that is a pretty good story though. Now sometimes that happens because it's time for a new phone, right? I remember there was an ad a while back now, a few years ago, not like ancient history or anything, but it was like the office people who all wanted to get new computers, right? And they because it's a total deal in office worlds where budgets and things are approved. The new hire comes in and they got to get issued a laptop or whatever, right? And they come in and like your rock star people that lead the team and do all the work and everything have been working on the same crappy laptop for like 5 or 6 years, and there's always a budget, right? And it's like, sorry, we don't have any money for that. Well, the new guy walking in, instead of like rotating them through or anything, it's like, oh yeah, well here's one we got ready to go. Here you go. And so they're using all the new stuff, all the nice stuff, and the ad was all these people doing all these accidental quotes things to destroy their laptops, like the dumped coffee all over the keyboard, or the dropping it. Um, I don't think they had one like off a roof or anything like that, but like closing it in the door and running the chair over it and that kind of stuff. Yeah, definitely. In my experience, I never worked like equipment support inside for internal company stuff, but I knew a lot of those people, and absolutely, your laptop starts getting funky, and you've tried to fix it a couple times, then oops, yeah, I need a new laptop. This one's irreparable. Now the good IT departments and companies, they just kept lots of laptops built out, jumped and ready to go, and they'd copy your thing. And I'm guessing that's even more a case now, right? Because all the hardware and Microsoft and all that, the idea of clouds and all that, really blew up. So it's so much cheaper from a manpower perspective to just, oh yeah, you're having issues with anything. Well, here you go. Replace it. All your data's stored on the cloud anyway, so we'll just give you new hardware. It's good to go. Kind of like our phones, right? All your contacts and all that get loaded up. It's all fresh and new, no problems. Well, I don't know. I struggle. Uh, uh, not that I don't like the new technology and everything, but even like updates and all that, I'm like, I just got it going. Need to change yet? But that must have been some kind of birthday party, huh? Throwing your phones off roofs? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Accidents happen. Sounds cool though. So yeah, again, we're doing very good on wood now. We got lots because we already planted all those mahogany trees over there and chopped a bunch of those for the basement bedroom area. Still have all this clearing work to do. I'm tempted to always just light it up and see how well it can burn, but I do think there's a couple drawbacks with that. We've seen it with all the lava pits where it starts a forest fire, right? Doesn't do a very good job of getting all the blocks. It will clear out quite a few of them, and you can see and make your way around pretty well. But if you want a clear area, say to plant some crops, not the most efficient way of going about it. And for fairy, I don't know. Did you, when you said so cute, did you get a chance to check out Garden Story? Have you been in that, or were you just talking about the bedroom? Because I know my bedroom is awesome. And oh, by the way, I haven't forgotten, my friend. One, I know you're down with the pink color, and we made a lot of pink stairs in that. So there you go. And two, there's still frogs to be had, right? I've moved a few mahogany trees, but we got a big old mahogany swamp. There are frogs there. Again, I'm out of slimes, but we got a little mini swamp where we can get some slime action going, I think. And yeah, we'd kind of teetered on that point. I guess at this point, I'm glad I didn't get you the frog in the old world, because then it would have been done. And your frog, like Jodie Foster, the horse, and Emily's unnamed parrot, and Skash's dog, and is it Fee's cat? Somebody got a cat or later. I don't know. Lots of people had pets, animals, things like that. They're all gone. And of course, Stardew Valley. We said goodbye to Habbage's 5-year world. It was awesome. Had a blast. We'll get back to it. Don't you guys worry. But we're going to do some garden story first, and then maybe still another game. We'll see how long we go with garden story before we drop back into Stardew. Yeah, the garden, it's definitely got some cute. I'm curious to see how how it holds up, how long we go, but I love it, and I how far we go. I think we'll definitely play through whatever amount of storyline there is, if we can, and just see are there, do we go as completionisty as we do on Stardew, trying to get various things. I don't know. See what there is to offer, or what it offers us. All right, let's start stacking up these axes a little bit. Getting there. Our corner was somewhere out this way. I don't think we ever put a torch out, which is kind of stupid. Um, but I think we were looking at like 190 for our number. Let's look at that real quick. 198. All right, we're already beyond it. So I think like the back of our um, kind of paved area at the end of the fields can be about here. And if you look down this way, that will give us a full 64 stack worth of crops on each row as we go across. And we're going to do bees in the middle and two areas of planted crops on each side, which could allow us double up melons and pumpkins or any other crops. I've just very often doubled melons and pumpkins in the past. So yeah, we'll do a bit of this, and then we'll either, I don't know. We did a lot of caving. We're very good on iron and stuff like that at the moment. We'll either go um, boat tripping today, or get get after more diamonds. Right? We need both basically, but we got a lot more area we can explore in the boats. Yeah, fairies. Long as you're staying regular, the good old typos. Love it. Okay. I just wanted those apples. We just need to keep cutting across here, and then like we've said, a little bit of digging, but not nearly as much as we've had in the past. And we'll kind of quickly be dumping everything that we do dig out back into the holes in the water and everything, so that we have a good base for our farms. And some of this sticks out a little bit. I'm just I'm just happy, at least at the moment. Maybe later we expand out more into this bay if we want to grow more stuff. I don't know that we're going to put animals over here. I think we may do those over on the land by the house. There's nothing that says they have to be near the crops necessarily. So, but we do have wheat from the hay bales in the village, and I do want to get all the many cows that are in the area set up and going a little bit. For folks who may not know, maybe outside the United States in particular, we do have a holiday tomorrow, Martin Luther King Day. The Reverend Doctor Martin Luther King Jr., who, if somehow you don't know, but again, outside the United States, may be very easy not to know of him. Um, the kind of figurehead of nonviolent civil rights um, protests in the 1960s here in the United States, and had a massive impact on really the society of the United States in his lifetime. You talk about people wanting to make a difference in their lives. He certainly did, and he did it in a way that I I didn't know a guy. I wasn't even a twinkle in my parents' eyes yet at that point, as the saying goes. But certainly, in what we see of him later, with the way that he's portrayed to this day and age, um, he did it from a place of love. Clearly from a place of love and um, injustice. Right? His people, his race, were being institutionally segregated and denigrated, not only with personal attitudes, but with institutional controls. And those were all carryovers in the wake of the Civil War. Um, fascinating history about how things were allowed to slide backwards after Civil War and the Emancipation Proclamation, and everybody being given the right to vote, and famously 40 acres and a mule. Right, that was what was going to be given to all former slaves, because we had loads of land in the United States, and everybody was going to get a chance to go out and make them something, for their family, or however far they could go. Because as slaves, most people had been in directly in agriculture, right? They were field hands, and so the U.S. government was like, all right, well, we can use farmers. Let's break these massive plantations up into smaller single family farms and go. And very shortly, within 10 years, um, policies had changed to the point where, in conjunction, or at least under the eye of the U.S. federal government, local institutions throughout the South put in policies to prevent any of that from happening. Basically, the voting poll tests and things like that, they couldn't outright go against U.S. federal law, but they could put in all these laws, Jim Crow, as they were collectively known, to keep education out of the hands of former slaves, and keep opportunities limited, keep them from having a voice in civics, in elections. And while there were lots of different ideas about how do we right these injustices among the African American communities during the 60s and before and after, the struggle as it is never really ends for equality amongst all of us, right? Everybody. It's all of our jobs to fight injustice and to fight bigotry and all those kinds of hateful practices that say you're something less than a person. I'm just going to judge you on the color of your skin, because I can point to it and say it's different, and then I can point to people like me and say, see, we're different, therefore we should keep all the stuff, and these people shouldn't have a chance. That's gets real ugly real quick. So if you see things that head in that direction, try to nip them in the bud if you can. And the awesome, amazing thing, and the reason why we celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Um, across our country and throughout our country, is he he wasn't turning that around and saying, we are, because of the way we've been treated, we should therefore have our chance to be better than you. He was saying, we're all children, whatever your faith is, he's basically saying, we're all creations of a God, and that God loves us all, and doesn't care what color our skin is. It cares about, as the words of the "I Have a Dream" speech say, I I care about the content of your character. What do you do? Awesome, Fairy. I'm sorry if I missed that. I was kind of rolling there. Um, Glad to know you're in a relationship. I hope it's going good for you. Um, and that can be real exciting. Okay, this is our ground zero. Let's fill in here. So yeah, that whole thing. I love the character of the man. I love the love that he seemed to show throughout his life, and you know the idea that, well, I guess for Christians out there, very much like Jesus, right? A guy that is going around saying, "Hey, I've got a message of love and compassion," and ends up getting killed because that can be very threatening to people in power, I guess. Oh, that was an accident. Um, but the same thing, same thing happened to Martin Luther King Jr. Now, sorry. So Fields Path, Bees, Field. Tell me I didn't already screwed up. Bees Path. One, two, three, four. Irrigation field path irrigation. All right. Awesome. All right. We still have to work on this, but I think I'd like to at least take a few more swipes. I guess I don't have a lot of inventory. A few more passes here, see if we can clarify how far back we've got stuff we have to deal with underfoot. Um, all right, this might be an end. Again, we don't have respiration. Fairy knows how big a fan I am of respiration. Oh, there we go. Big air. Now, big sunset coming. I think we can get a couple more of these, but then we definitely don't want to resurface all spluttering and coughing and find out that they're monsters. So let's call this sleepy time. In fact, we got a little bit. Let's get home and we'll go dump off all this tree stuff. Then we'll have more freedom to manage the dirt. Again, someday these little dirt hills will become the footprint for what our base could be or will be. Will be. Speak it like it's gonna come true, right? Gotta believe. It's a good thing we have extra storage already coming along. Clearly, we're gonna need it. Sticks. I should hang on to this. Dirt. I don't know why that got moved. Put the apples away. And I guess while we're here, let's make a couple more shovels. We will need some. I don't know. Do we just do this? Let's just do this. Bonk. I know. Gonna be a very full inventory as we get going. Oh, there we go again. Man, I'm glad what we did with the tiered ceiling. Obviously, it's pretty simple and plain, but we got a little sitting area. I know there's monsters upstairs. We got our desk, got our bed, got our closet. Beautiful. Sleepy time. I'm gonna sip some coffee. So, Fair, you got any? I don't know if you're still here. If you are, though, you got any big plans, or have you been doing anything big on the holiday weekend? Uh, Pretty sure fairy is in the U.S. Again, just letting creepers despawn, especially over at the farm. But we can use more string always. So again, for folks who don't know, we're gonna kind of make a horseshoe or an omega shaped house that will start there, but it's going to have a wing that comes out along the water here and kind of follows this dirt over, and then another wing that extends out from the house here. So this will all be a nice outdoor kind of courtyard garden area where we can chill. And over on this side, in addition to having some access and maybe some kind of a elevated footbridge to get over to our farms, we'll also have boat access for in-house garage boat parking, so we don't have to run around in the middle of the night if we're late getting home from some adventuring or such. Of course, a lot of that will be canceled out by wings and portals and all that, but that is what it is. All right. Nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was pretty sure. Especially for folks that hang out as much as Fairy has, we at least like to keep it kind of regional, right? Like, oh yeah, you don't have to tell me where you live. I don't need to know specifically. Like I say, I'm in the Denver, Colorado area. I don't live in the city of Denver, but I live in what we call here the Front Range, along the edge of the mountains. It's the big urban development area, and even so far as to say I live between Denver and Boulder, which basically has a number of different suburban communities along the way. So I'm out here somewhere, but again, I don't love all you guys, but I don't need you knocking on my door, right? And I'm sure you all feel the same way. Um, but yeah, for our friends that are cool enough to come and hang out, spend a lot of time around here, we like to keep track, see what the world events are and things going on, and that's awesome. I'm glad you get to go have a date. Hope it's something fun, and I hope your weather's good. We have today is kind of like our stinker day. Um, it was so nice the last couple days, sunny, not windy, super warm, really beautiful. But now it is overcast today, much cooler. Not bitter cold or anything, but much cooler. And it's supposed to be like rain into snow this afternoon. So yeah. But with Monday being an off day for all my friends that have the old 9 to 5, you have to punch in or be at a job for certain hours. They have the day off tomorrow, so I think we're gonna go do some hanging out this afternoon. Uh, Catch up. I've hung out with one of my basketball friends here the last pretty much 2 games this weekend that we both were both remote, so we watched on TV, went out to eat, drink a couple times, and got to see them. But I haven't seen as much of the others really since I missed New Year's Eve. If you're not a basketball fan and I haven't seen you at games in the last few weeks, I haven't seen you. So um, looking forward to that in the afternoon, and then a couple days here of Minecraft to get this world keeping going, so we can continue to drive our building, which I want to be a bigger part of this world than it was in the last. Last one, we had to get the wings, all that. I just can't believe our raid went so badly. But that's okay. You know, we learn. We won't make those same mistakes again. At least we'll really, really try hard not to. All right. If we get this wet hole filled in, and I saw that lapis, but we got lots of lapis. If we get this filled in, then it's just straight shots, right? Boom, 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 boom. one more because that's water level. But we want to be this one level up. Hey, those are our major holes filled. Now we just have a bunch of dirt to manage. So again, we might have to do a bit more around the edges, but I think next up is to kind of try to cut out the edge. And we'll give it a while here until we get out. And try to make that cut across. Again, I think we'll go up to 190. So 20 blocks somewhere up to there. But oh, speaking of rain, got it in Minecraft as well as the real world. This just kind of tells us what we're gonna have to get done. But that's our ground level. We don't have to go as deep. That was a big intentional move when it came to what level we decided to set up our farms on. 181. Oh, I need a new shovel. That's why we made 9. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Again, we may tweak this. It may be further than we need, may be shorter, but just helps to give us plenty of room for the fields. And man, yeah, those torches are the one lower, so good here. I don't really know how far we had to go back over this way, but we'll just cut till we get to the edge, and I think we'll be further than we maybe not. Somewhere around that big tree, I think. All right, now we can get rid of this nastiness at least, and then I can see how healthy my shovel is. I'm guessing it helps in the rain. I don't know. What do you think? If you're digging out all this dirt, is it easier because the topsoil is loose in the rain, or is it more of a pain in the butt because it gets muddy as you're digging? Like for big operations with graders and all that, I don't think it matters too much. I think they roll through the mud without too much of an issue, but if we were hand digging all this, I kind of think I'd want it dry. So you can always have one of those little water tanker truck things to just go spray down the dust so it doesn't get too choking nasty, but I see a problem area. Anybody else see this? Oh boy. Just break it. This is our punishment. Unless we see that there's other there. All right. Boom, 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 boom. I know you guys love it when I just make nonsensical little songs with the D's and dupes and booms. Nice. Oh. We did not make provisions for dumping any of this dirt yet, did we? And it's also almost nighttime, so I guess it's a good time to cycle back home. Maybe that'll be our barometer. We fill back up, we come home, check out our house. Woo! We are not in the market for a skeletal horse just yet. Oop. Ah. I probably should be eating bread while I'm out there, but the fish are so easy to come by. You, a few riffraff hanging out. Now, any creepers? Get these bones and arrows and all that. We're scavenging. We can't afford to just be dismissing that. No creepers, though. It would have been nice because they could have helped us move a lot of this dirt. Oh, well. All right, let's go back on here. Get another switch out. All right, I don't even think I have to WASD anymore. I think I can just stand here and clear this whole section. Maybe not that last block. Aha! Look at us. Super reach shovel. Yeah, just picture that hill all becomes our house. We got our maybe we make a little arboretum, have all the various trees from around. We do need to find a lush cave too, right? Because I actually want to get some of those little shrubs and put some more potted type plants in our oh so decorative bedroom starting build out. Let's double up our edge, triple up our edge, but two more. That'll keep us nice and well defined. You can see the cut up beyond these 3 blocks, 5 blocks. And then once we get all of this stuff cut, we'll start parceling out what's left. And this should be the bulk of our big work, right? Because it's going to be the most of these multi-level dirt blocks. So we get through here, we'll be almost done. We'll have to replace um, the cobble here with dirt. And I think this time we may do the dirt paths. I think we'd used it at one point. We talked about it, certainly. But I think that will help us keep from having as many spawns inside our perimeter, because I don't think things can spawn on a dirt path since it's not the same height as a regular block. And we talked about it, and then we went decorative last time. Getting close here. That was kind of my bad because I forgot to put the single log away. We got all that mob loot. Right, let's just get those 3. And then we'll zoop, swim like a fishy. Come unload. See, we really, really need to tie all this together. All right. Why am I in there? This is what I wanted mainly. but we can drop off some sticks. Drop off some more seeds. We'll always be getting those, but I think the apples and everything should be done now. And of course, the dirt. Oh, and the bones. Up the hill. This is something we don't have, and that's something we will have to build out, right? Because can't get in on those too high edges. And maybe that's okay, right? That can be a decorative element, but it is something to keep very much in mind. All right, we are at 40 minutes, so hopefully in 20, we can be kind of done with our digging work here, right? I'd like to keep this broken a little bit. As I said, I don't want to just do days of farmering. It's nice once you get it going to have it done, but it gets as tedious for me as it does for you guys to set it all up. So we'll mix it up. You little mini sections here. Think we can outlast the shovel? I don't know. Oh, and Minecraft coming through with the soothing sounds for a good digging project. All right, now so we just go back up the edge. Big old chunk over here, huh? Make that chunk small. Oh, we got this. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. That looks usable. Go, 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 go. All right, we'll finish all this, go back home for bed, do the old inventory dump. This is not real wise to end it as far away from home as we can, since it's going to be getting dark. But boing, boing, boing. You'll probably dig out a little walkway over there too, but I think we're good. Oh, I'll sleep on this side of the bed. That wasn't too bad. We still have the double layer stuff to knock out, but we've gotten quite a bit done, right? Go try to clip the edge here. See, most of this turns back, even at past where we're cutting here, so it's not quite as bad as it looked from that water approach. Outside? Just do a square, rectangle. Oops. A little sloppy. We're playing in the dirt. You're gonna get a little dirty, right? Oh, there's a path. Bump that mouse key. Oh, we're almost good with the flats. There's just that little bit of hill left. Get you two moved and stored. Hey, you guys thought 9 was a ridiculous amount of shovels. Ooh. It's called Habbage Expert Estimations. Consulting services are available. All right. That's awesome. Now, let's go here. This front bit is the worst, so let's cut closer to it. And we'll just push everything back. Oh, look at that. A little secret relief. And then we do have 3 high over here. Three high, not quite as good, is it? There we go, though. All right, great shovel swap. I miss our beacons. Anybody else miss our beacons? Speed and haste. Definitely settle that up again. Oh, our time is starting to actually seem a little crunched now. But we got so much done in that 40 to 50 minutes of the hour that I think we got a shot here. We got 8 more minutes. Get this done. The digging, right? I don't know that we'll get the stone replaced with dirt yet, although we may go a bit over for that because if it's not much and it doesn't look like much, it'd be real nice to be done with that before not have to fool with storing the dirt, bringing the dirt back, all that. Do 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 do. All right, we're gonna have to go wash our hands after all this. Can you imagine how much dirt like below the nose and get the little dirt boogers? Ooh. Uh dusty, muddy that day it rained work. But we got our big old work boots on. We're good. Right. It is close, my friends. Let's take down this nasty last chunk of 3 high dirt. Oh, well, I thought we were done with it almost. Come on, dirt. Oh ho ho! We're almost through it. 2 deep is bad enough. 3 deep, and I know I'm saying this as a person who has dug through quite a bit of deep slate, 5 blocks deep down in the basement areas, but we do usually try to limit ourselves to better tools when we're doing those kinds of digs. All right, we got a bit more section here. Get as much as we can out of this shovel. Hey, we still got over 5 minutes. So what's your guys' approach when you're digging in dirt or something like this? You got like a big old chunk of stuff you got to deal with. Do you always go with the same pattern, max efficiency technique type stuff, or are you like me, like I got to do this for a minute and then I got to change it up just to keep it from seeming too terrible? Let's go here. Just do it all in one go. Well, yeah, but like the outer edge squares, cutting them up into smaller squares like this, long runs. Oh, that's kind of nice. Oh, can I do this? Did we go halfway enough? Oh, this is actually kind of awful though. But we could do. Dude, how unfair is it that this shovel is like gone? What happened? It's gonna make me go back for more shovel, isn't it? It's pretty easy for me though. Skating sideways and just do each row. Watch the sunset. I may have to go. I don't know. Somehow we're gonna have to do 2 trips, right? I don't think we're gonna get all the dirt picked up here. But I think we'll sleep out here. Let's try to get this 2 block high section done. Sleep. No cutting it up. Okay. Yeah. I think if it was me and I was watching something else fairy, I'd be doing the same thing. Like I'm good with those long straight cuts, but that's when I've got, some other YouTube going or I'm listening to something or whatever else is going on. It comes a little different when we're here. Around. All right, we got two-ish minutes. We got to make it with the shovel, right? He's 2 shovels. Go! Go, Habbage! Go! Well, it's kind of the Zamboni approach. But I didn't want to lose to despawn if I didn't have to, and I didn't want to just run around extra to get the dirt. So we're tight on time. All right, one last mini pick combo save. 43 seconds. Oh, it's so close. 29, 30, 31, 32. Awesome. We did it. All in the first hour stream. And we can start on these. So we'll only be a minute or a couple minutes over the top. But we'll switch all this out to dirt so we're fully done. And then we get on with something different. So, Ferry, since you've hung out through the dirt, I'll give you a little dealer's choice. If you got a preference, otherwise we'll just follow our whims. But you more interested in a boat trip or a cave-in trip? Can do either. I've got prime opportunities for both. If you got a preference, you get the get to call the ball. Nice. All right, that's our future agricultural setup. You pick. I like both. All right, leaving all that responsibility to me, huh? Okay. Oh, yeah, we did. Sorry, I forgot about this. And I think we're gonna need extra. A long way to go. Extra on the outside here too, but let's at least get the edges done right. Little oops. It's cool. Still not 2 minutes past what we targeted. Pretty good guess, considering I was kind of winging it a couple nights ago when I was setting all that up. Like, all right, yeah, if we chop these trees and then dig the dirt, yeah, we should probably be able to do that in the first little bit of stream, and then go on and do other stuff. I'm pretty happy with that. And then next time will probably be good to get all of the actual field blocks laid out. With irrigation and all that, get our seeds, get the water. If we're doing dirt paths and some kind of covers for our irrigation ditches, we have all that in place, and probably start trying for some trees. Even though there are bees in the area, getting nests would be a great start. Now, not the best place to go because we don't have a lot of tree cover. These little dudes, they seem to be afraid though, cowering. Where are you guys going? I'm not even gonna worry. I'm gonna take you out before anybody else. We got our milk. Oh, you go. You go. Top priority. Oh, well, I guess I'll let you stay around as long as you want. Yeah. Uh, to the milk bucket. I got this 4 books from my Heartstopper books. I never have heard of the Heartstopper books. Is that like I I don't even know. Is that like romancy type stuff, Heartstopper, or is it like crime horror type Heartstopper? Like, what is this series going on about, Fairy? That could be two dramatically different directions with books. Can combine these. But yeah, that's definitely not something I've heard of. Um, Milk bucket. That's what we're doing. We don't want to trouble our neighbors. Let's go get some more milk. I think I might boat. We did the caving yesterday or last stream. We have cows around here. Well, that's cool though. That's awesome. Shout out to your boyfriend giving the gift of books. I'm down. Seems like a winner. Come on, cows. We've lost giant caves. We've lost. There's our giant cave edge. We've lost gray sheep. Cows hiding down here. There's cows. Hey, cows. Yeah, eventually we're going to get all of you guys into a nice cow habitat. We might make it big. This kind of feels like rangeland, and we've got so much perimeter here that we don't want to have to worry about pillagers. That maybe we'll make, instead of just the tight little culling areas, we'll make some massive um, rangeland for our animals. Not the chickens so much. They need a coop. Oh, that was perfect, and then I goofed it up. All right, seeds. We can improve these pick, or this pick, or at least repair it. Uh, Drop off our extra cobble. We need an axe and a shovel. Oh, excuse me, itchy whiskers. Hope the mic wasn't too loud there. It sounded like I was scratching out your eardrums. Boom and boom. All right. Man, these have gone quick. It's why we're gonna feel ourselves a little. Oh, let's sleep at home one last time in our bedroom. So yeah, as we were building here, right about this far down our staircase here, we hit this granite, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna want stairs anyway. And at the time, we needed the cobble for the tools and everything. I was like, let's just use gravel granite for our stairs. And I started following the vein of granite, and it like this wasn't quite as square, but it basically hollowed out all of this room, this space under the stairs, and all like this is what it kind of looked like underneath, and it kept going down. I was just breaking granite. Like this is some of the original stuff still left. So we ended up with a ton of granite, made our stairs and our ceiling all the way down to the bottom. We have just a tiny little cave system here that we hit. So that was not dug out pulling granite. But yeah. And we're going to do this for our initial storage. We may work on that a little bit after our boat trip. Just kind of rough it out, get it set. But for now, we need to sleep and then get out and explore more of our world. It's its love is also handle issues with mental health and health in general. They're amazing books. Oh, that's cool. Awesome. Huh. And it's on Netflix? Is it called Heartstopper on Netflix, or what's it called on Netflix, Fairy? I'll check it out. If I can. I'm in the middle of Cleo, which one of my buddies was like, oh, I've been checking out the show Cleo on Netflix. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. I never heard of it, but I'll definitely check it out. And I go and look, and I'm like, it pulls up, and Netflix is like, you are on episode 4 of 8. And I was like, oh, yeah. And then I went back, and I remembered watching the first episode as I rewatched, and I think it was one of those where I was like, who knows what was going on, whether I'd been out or was just under the weather or whatever. But I'd like watched an episode and then fallen asleep, and it kept continuing on the episodes for another 3. So I watched back the 4 episodes that I've initially watched out of Cleo. I'm enjoying it. It's German and dubbed, so that bit is a little tedious, but not so bad. Yes, same name. It has 1 season right now. Season 2 will be out sometime this year. Okay, I gotcha. Awesome. Heart Stopper. I will take a look. Um, just checking. Is that a? No, it's just a random. Oh, I think we actually checked that thing out. That little structure. So here's a little mini swamp. it's much more convenient than that last world where we couldn't find a swamp at all. It's tiny. This is kind of the flip flop of what we had in Necrophagia World, where um, we had a tiny little pocket mahogany swamp or mangrove swamp with mahogany trees. This one, tiny little regular swamp. Um, and if we can catch this at night, we may be able to. To I don't think we've been in here, have we? I didn't know that this ship existed. Awesome. Yeah, look at all this. All right, let's get air. I'm just gonna break the chests. Does all that stuff look pretty good? Oh, I didn't get more. Respiration, man. I forget to stay up until I've got new air or full lungs. More feathers so we can make more arrows. Those 5 are going to be fantastic. We may have already done whatever this map throws us at. Hey, turtle, how you doing? Whoa, look at you. Oh, right underneath. He's like, yeah, I'm doing my thing. You have a nice day. I'm a turtle. Love turtles. I actually saw a sea, like, I've seen a few sea creatures. I've seen, I've been diving a couple times on, like, the touristy just go diving kind of thing, right? Um, and I have been. I'm not currently scuba certified. I think it has an expiration on it, but I've taken all the classes. I've done all the free diving and all that kind of stuff to be scuba certified. Um, I've snorkeled and all that kind of stuff. So I've seen some cool aquatic wildlife. But one of my favorites ever was a sea turtle in when I went to Hawaii for a wedding years and years ago. Um, this sea turtle, dang it, um, we weren't at like a big hotel beach or anything like that. We were just like a side of the road little cove uh, outside of Honolulu, I think. And we just pulled off. We're like, this looks awesome. Let's go swim in it. And so we, like shorts and t-shirt, kind of pull off the t-shirts, but we're just wearing like, like I don't know, deck shorts, like belt loops and zippers, and they weren't swim trunks by any means. And they didn't have drawstrings or anything like that. But we're like, yeah, screw it. We're on vacation. Let's go jump in the ocean. It looks awesome. And while we're doing that, this sea turtle swims up to us and is just like hanging with us, checking us out, like totally. I don't know. I don't think we freaked it out or anything like that. It seemed very chill. But yeah, it was just hanging out in this little cove with us. Well, so as we're doing our thing, and again, we're not like at Waikiki Beach or anything like that. In fact, there wasn't much of a beach at all. It was kind of rocky. Oh, damn it! But as we're swimming, we're gonna put all these away. I really didn't need that binding stuff. Let's get rid of that. One-off and unique stuff is stuff that we may not hit again is like the shirts. That's the main things to get rid of. In fact, let's pull this, and if I can find a chest here, I can't even put the thing anymore. So we want the gold block. If I can find a chest, I will leave the Curse of Binding shirt for the next adventure to find. Efficiency 2, efficiency 1, sharp 4, smite 4. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Crap. Crap, 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 crap. We will not heal back up until we eat, so let's do that. All right. What else was in here? Some flint. Oh, we got the flint. All right. Well, we'll take all that. Just don't need the binding shirt because we can't even scrub that off for XP. So it's pretty worthless. Now remember, we came and kind of explored the coast. Here, I'll turn around again in a second. So those things can all go. All this, it's all great chest loot. And I don't think suspicious stews will stack either. Well, they may. This is west. We want to go west a little bit. Oh, so this is yep. West and a bit south, so somewhere over here. I don't know. Maybe this is a new chest. We'll find out. The boat was certainly new. These are the boat adventures that we want to get on. We're getting rich, and we're not even that far from home. So if we need to, we can go unload all of this stuff and start fresh. All right, Sandy Point. This is going to be way easier than that chest loot we had right outside the pillager tower. That was less than cool. I'll try to do a better job of looking in the right direction. Was that Dr. Acceleron or Feet? I can't remember who came in to tip us off. I think I need to move this. Let's get a better look. Seems about right. That's why we got a new shovel. Easy. Oh, there's all our shovels replaced. Get some more food. Some gold. And hey, some prismarine and heart of the sea stuff. In fact, let's since we're not dumping anything here, let's grab this chest too. Yeah, I can't promise you like the show. It's not everyone's. Hey, I know that as well as everybody, and that's why for anything, books, TV shows, you guys are so cool to share what you guys are into. Um, all I can say is I'll check them out. Right? Not everything my greatest closest friends are into. I'm just like, no, it's not a hit for me. I'm sorry, and uh, but I wanna check everything out and see. But yeah, I don't worry about that in my regard as far as um, oh, I'm afraid to recommend something because not everybody likes it. Uh, I'd rather find that out. Like, yeah, no, you're right. It wasn't for me, but at least I know that because I actually got to watch a couple episodes. Than just dismissing something outright because it got bad Instagram or tweets or whatever, and you never even give it a try. Look at this. That might get us attacked. So let's not linger there too long. Maybe just thinking that might be a good idea. So I'm assuming we came right past all this stuff on our last adventures. Remember we had the spruce town and that pillager. Oh crap! I thought you were a friendly spider. I guess it is dark out, but can I sleep yet? It doesn't. It seems just kind of rainy. Oh, look at us. All right. Oh, hey, a little cave there too. All right, let's try to finish this out. I, yeah, I guess we're far enough. Our boat is parked in that little cove. I don't think we need to do too much in the way of digging around. It's forested point kind of stuff, but we've spent plenty of time chopping down these types of trees here already today. So, oh, I thought that was going to be more of that little cave we almost fell into, which was right there, right there. There's the boat. Um, that can go away. I guess we can stack those. So, like I said, we kind of got in and explored along this coast, and I'd kind of like to see what's out in Oh, beat that. No, it's just beach. Like be desert. Um, Kind of like games too, right, Ferry? I mean, not everybody's down with the exact same style and genre of games, and sometimes we're not down for the game that eventually might become our favorite. But when you play it at one point, you're just not in the right headspace for it. Um, is that looks like a big old portal? I didn't want to get right in the heart of that guardian mess. See no gold. Anybody see a chest? Yeah, there's the chest. All right. Oh, and there's a gold block too. Not too much stuff here. Let's go get air. And I know we can descend on air bubbles. Awesome. And a lot of these things, an unbreaking sword, so we could combine those up a little bit. Mending shovel. Ooh. Although I don't know how we're going to get XP from shoveling. Something to consider. All right, wait. That's where we just came from. This is where we're going. Maybe another village. Savannas are pretty good for those. The first time I played Stardew, I saw Sam was like, it's him. Then thought Alex was a brat, and then went after him for the rest of the Sam and forgot about Sam fully. Yeah, that stuff can happen, right? You kind of mix it up. I don't see anything yet. More jungle? Sparse jungle, it looks like. Uh, Look at that. That's a little pocket sparse jungle. For whatever reason, kind of along that line, we get these little like microbiomes. Kind of cool. I mean, those happen in the real world. Not that Minecraft has to be too real worldy. Ooh, what do we got over here? That's just another structure. These oceans have been more filled with random and not so random temple-y stuff. I don't really want to get harpooned. What is this? Are you guys breaking your blocks? I didn't do that. I haven't been here, I don't think. All right, next land. And this is still kind of our home ocean. It's a big one. Um, oh, flowery forest, maybe? Looks like plains and a beach. I can hope, though, can't I? I always hope for some desert. But a little flowery forest, maybe? Or just some rose bushes on the edge. Um, oh, oh, is that mountains? Or just crazy hills? Looks like just hills. Mountains would be good, although our caves totally took care of our iron situation. So at the moment, at least, we're good. Um, More mountains in the distance, maybe? Still like mountains. Here goes. Bees. Just checking it out. Biomes, villages, any of that kind of stuff. We still haven't gotten a golden silk touch axe, which would be awesome. That would speed up our bee situation quite a bit. But we need the chest loot for that. The only problem with all this is with boats, we've already, kind of, I was kind of at the, oh yeah, we still got plenty of room, so why would we turn back just yet? Problem is, we'll go until we find something awesome, and then we'll be full all the way back, right? That's how it always goes. I'm going to try not to forget where we parked. Oh, oh. Are you just a giant island? Guess we'll find out. Look, we can even see where we parked. Grand. Does it connect, though? Cautiously optimistic? Oh, oh. That's not going to be convenient, is it? Uh oh. Here's a pro. Oh, 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 oh. Uh, I think we can find our way back. Let's. This will be a good little marker too. I don't want to dig out the canal. We're pretty far away. I don't think we're going to be boating in and out of this village all the time. So we'll kind of just say hey and see what they got for us. Um, wow, man, I thought we had it bad back at home with pillager towers right next to our villages. This is crazy. All right, guys, I gotta see what you got and get the heck out of here and not. That is awesome. More so than the regular leather. We've got a lot of bread. I think. See how we end up. Right, we are tight on space. You guys are intriguing. Yes, and thank you. Yes, please and thank you. Awesome. We already made a grindstone, so we need to worry about that. The hay bales would be very nice. Uh, Taters and apples. Now, our boat chest is a little bit full of junky stuff, right? There is some. Wait, is this the way I came from? I think so. Yep. How'd I get turned around? Sun's going down. Not there yet, though. It's over here. The big church things only ever have a brewing stand in them, and since we don't have blaze rods yet, there's not much point. You guys have two bells? It almost seems like I need to take one of those because, I mean, why do you need two bells? I could use a bell. I'll get back there. I gotta go. Hope the rest of your stream is amazing. Fairy Floss Monster, the first part of my stream has been amazing because you were here. Thank you so much. Take care. I hope you have an awesome rest of your weekend. The date goes good, that you get to have a lot of fun. And yeah, we'll hope to see you around. Take care. And congrats on the new phone, too. That's awesome. Um, does anybody have a crafting table? Um, I should have thought to do this when I was coming out here. We got we got crap in our boat chest that I should bring over here. Some slabs and that kind of stuff. Um, but with the iron we just got, we can make a hoe and break the hay bales in the town a lot quicker. And hay bales are huge for cows, right? Um, Not to mention making bread if we want to. We've already got plenty of that. So, like this stuff, I don't need it at all. Um, I think they have a grindstone. Let's do a complete 180 on our attitude earlier. So I'm gonna flip you, but I want to take two to make a hoe, right? We definitely want those. Those gold can stack. I don't need that. That I do need that and that. Then I really don't need this, these, eh, eh. I don't think I'm going to commit to I don't need either of those two, really. We'll take the XP out of those and then leave the tools for them. And that lets us then put this, the bell, and I guess the lapis. Then all we got to do is chop a tree, find a tree, chop a tree, get some sticks, make a hoe, get the hay bales, and we can bring those back. That all sound good? Sounds good to me. And then we've got better stacks of the stuff that we want to continue to use or gather going forward. So our already full boat is at least full of stuff that we want instead of junk, right? And the one off bits, the reason why I'd take those back for the most part is just to scrub them on a grindstone. We can get the XP out of the grindstone right here and leave them in the chest so I don't have to haul them around, right? Just stone. Hi, how you doing? You want to teach you a few things? Here you go. Here, there's some XP, and there. Is that it? I think so. All right. Now you are a smith of sorts, so I'm gonna leave the gold sword. Oh, I didn't get that shovel. We'll leave that for you, and these things. How about that? Uh, oh, one more XP. And now where did those dudes go? They're over here. Give them the leather, right? I mean, only makes sense. Wow, a hub of activity. Here you go. A few more leather shirts. And how about some sand and even some rotten flesh for you? I know we'll get more of that along the way. Oh, and have a shovel. All right, now, awkwardly, oh, here we can do it like this. You guys don't really need these two blocks because I don't. Dang it! I mean, I'm trying not to be just a total savage. So here and here, and then here and here. Oh, am I gonna need to make a crafting bench? Do either any of you guys have a crafting table? Was that in any of the little huts? Dang it. Hi, horsey. You didn't have one, did you? You got furnaces and a chat now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to steal another piece of floor from somewhere just to make a hoe. Hey, there's a kitty cat. And then we were at the end of town. All right. the same thing. I need 4. I'm so dumb. Need a log. Uh, Dang it. I can't take down their town tree. Here, we'll take this tree. Hopefully we'll get a sapling so I can oh, there we already got it. There. Now they can have a fresh tree. Let's go in here. This is a good place for a crafting table. Oh, and I'm not. As much as I like wood, I'm not gonna bring that back because we've chopped so many trees around home. Man, you guys didn't really have much hay for all that effort. Uh, was that really it? I see any other hay bale piles around, guys? Also, let's check the distant view. I know we got some ruffians over that way, but I don't see much else around. So back to the boat, and we'll have to wind our way all the way back out and around, or somewhere. I guess we'll go all the way back out the river and then decide, do we go left or right? Dun 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 dun. Loop, 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 loop. And who knows? Someday we may come back, see that sand block with a torch, and be like, "Oh, remember when we ended up here?" I mean, who knows? Our end stronghold could be right under our feet. We don't even know it yet. So one of the knocks, I guess the cost, right? And I like it. It's good balance. You can't just break and pick up a boat with a chest in it. The chest will break. All the stuff will fall out all over the ground. So we would have to ferry everything back and forth to get over to that next ocean or the same ocean. So a little bit of backtrack here, but I think that's okay. And I think we will veer to the right. If this is all self-contained, we can go um, east and loop back around to the north eventually. Getting a little later. Fortunately, we're going to be hugging the coast here so we can get more chances to sleep. And while we boat here, I'm just going to lift the mic and have a little bit more coffee. Oh, it's great. Is that sand over there? Oh, it's birch trees. We do have a few little sunflowers here. Oh, and here we gotta wait. Come on, son. Do 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 do. Bop. All right. Um, Yeah, I guess we really don't know until we've tried if we can get over to that other ocean or not, or sea or lake or whatever it was. It looked big. Lots of nice flowers around here, though. Those tulips tell me that some of that is flowered forest that is spilling over this way. Kind of cool. Not very wooded flower forest, but it's all right. I guess that's a dandelion behind the. Oh no, it's another horse's head. Never mind. It's like what's going on over there? I see the iron. I'm gonna. Oh, we found mountains. Mountains, Gandalf. Mountains. Fantastic. It's kind of big canyon boating. Just hope we don't have to backtrack too much. The rivers are beautiful, but oh, already paying off. Don't matter, whatever you got. We may have to replace your little drawbridge here. Hmm, because that looks like out. Yeah, we'll have to open that up a little bit. How cool though! What a you guys have an amazing setting here. It's beautiful. Hope you appreciate it. Looks so cool. Big ice glacier coming down the side of the mountain. Uh, Incredible lack of buildings though. I must say. Your village is more like some of my world's bases. Uh, Definitely lacking in walls and ceilings. You got a little commerce market. That's nice. And you got a protector. That's handy. You got lots of animals. I like all that. And you got a church. You're very faithful people. But as far as houses, stuff like that, kind of lacking. Gotta say. So I'm just gonna, help myself here and wish you well. Good luck. Oh, and I gotta kind of chop my way out of your pathway here. Um, I don't feel like dealing with a chest or anything like that, so we'll just juggle the inventory as it is for the time being. Yeah, we got to find that. That was kind of cool. Taking a little detour through the river. I was hoping that would loop us to the other ocean, but instead it brought us back to this one further down the coast. Which, hey, that's cool. Um, we made new friends who don't have houses. They all live in the church. Maybe they're monks. Maybe that's a monastery or a convent. We don't ascribe gender. Um, yeah, who knows? Now, the question is going to be as we come back into jungly stuff, are we way out here looping back around our ocean quotes that is closest to our base here? We certainly haven't yet. This all feels very new to me. Well, it sure is fun to be here, seeing the sights, tasting the salty ocean air as it switches over to fresh water coming out of the jungle. Melons, we already grabbed quite a few. We could fast forward our farming effort of melons, certainly, by having extra, but again, our inventory space this far from home is pretty low, pretty limited. That's intriguing. Let's just peek around in here first. See what we see. I see some jungle pigs. I haven't seen any pandas yet, but this would be a good habitat. That might just be Stony Shore, or just weird stone in the middle of the jungle. Why is it? That's very strange. Why is there so much dirt? All right, we will get totally overrun with bamboo if we linger. That's fascinating. We had a jungle bamboo forest fire going. Hopefully, no pandas will be left homeless, but there should be lots of bamboo. And I'm assuming that then this all becomes an island, and we're getting out back into the same big body of water, right? Seem like a plan? That looks like beach and plains. Oh, but there's another village. And the best part is, our spawn was like -1 3, so basically 0 0. So anytime we want to head for home, we basically just head for 0 0. Make everything go bigger or smaller based on whether we've gone positive or negative. And no, we'll get close to where we recognize everything again. But this is cool. Check another village here. Got some jungles around. There seems to be lots of jungle for us to play with, and enough beach that I'm not too worried about having sand to work with. We just prefer desert for god apple temples and all that kind of stuff to explore. Not to mention, it's a whole lot easier to get bulk sand if you got a desert. But we'll manage. We'll figure it out. I don't. We're far from netherite, so I don't think it's even worthwhile. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep folks locked in if I'm checking for loot. Where did we begin? Did I start? I did start up there. So I got these three. Let's try to come around town this way, and then we'll kind of finish and be headed back a little bit. Unless we see something else in the distance, it's cool. We want to go check it out. Just saying, game, world, another village, more water. We might actually connect that. Very nice. Yeah, we'll leave those. And this is a nice, prosperous looking town. Best one we've seen on this trip so far. Although our neighbors are kind of killing it. They have a beautiful little village. Ooh, look at this. More iron working. What do you got back here though? It's cool. Just kind of almost built into the side of the cliff. I know a little something about that. That's awesome. That's an enchanting table's worth of obsidian without even using our diamond pick. Um, I mean, I don't think we need a ton of them, but why wouldn't we do that? right? Seems just smart. Go ahead and oh crap. Yep, I don't think there's going to be anything up in this little house, sadly. A bed, that's for the librarian. I do have a couple, I do have just a couple of emeralds and a some books back in the boat. That librarian could get us a little jump start. Where'd he go? Let's check him out. Hi. Wait, where are you going? Come back here. I want to trade with you. Channeling. Pfft, I don't want to trade with you anymore. And when I'm out doing these adventures, I will definitely check with them. Like, hey, you got something awesome for me? I'd love it. But I'm not going to re-roll the lectern because we're not close or convenient, right? So if I can get an early mending, awesome, we'll take it. But it's about as far as it goes. I've often wondered about that structure because it's got the little like deck and everything, but there's really not much to it. And I've often wondered, was that designed just to teach the whole bouncing on the bed thing? If you haven't seen it, the Toe World, when we got the advancement for falling from the build height, the expanded build height, all the way down to bedrock, and did so by landing on slimes and bouncing. Oh, that was so much fun. I don't know if beds would quite as completely break your fall, but slimes guaranteed will let you bounce, even if you have dropped 400 blocks of height, whatever it is. Pretty good. I know you're around here somewhere, boat. There you are. All right, let's we're not in a safe spot, so I'm gonna park it because remember we learned that lesson. I'm gonna meet you guys for just a second. I'm gonna get up, stretch my legs a little bit, take a quick little break. We will continue on with our boat adventure and eventually get back home and then see what project we want to dive into next. All right, guys, see you. And we're back. How y'all doing? Welcome. Or thanks for sticking it out, whatever the case may be. How y'all doing? Um, we're continuing our little adventure here. And oh, what an adventure it's been. We found a monastery town, maybe an abbey. Um, Now we're checking some rivers. We've seen lots of open water over coasts. For instance, this particular little village had another stony shore on the other side of it, but without our boat, it didn't really seem like one we needed to go explore on foot. But we've seen what, four towns. I mean, the one was pretty tiny, but some big, some small, some run, some crawl. Lots of jungle. Oh, hi, fish. Just wanted to say hello. Our if our inventory wasn't down to its last legs, which I know is a joke, considering without the boat and up to the last release, or two releases ago, this would have been as much inventory as we would have started out on the journey with. Um, so it's kind of laughable to be like, yeah, our inventory is almost full, but it's kind of a reality. Here's something interesting. Do I need shears to possibly get the little shrubberies? I don't see that any are dropping here. How about if I chop the tree and they degrade? That do it? Uh, that the last of them? See any other logs up in there? Because I'd really like some of those little bushy things to put in our house. They are degrading. Yeah, all right, we already got one. Awesome. Um, well, with that being what it is, these. Oh, I don't know. Have we gotten any jungle wood yet? I honestly can't remember taking a tree, and it's more the saplings than anything at the moment. Yeah, no, new wood. So we didn't have any of this. So let's go ahead and grab a little jungle here um, while the tree is degrading, so we can get more shrubs. And we'll see how we're doing then. We won't leave sticks or anything like that. And I'm not, at least based on the last world where we seem to hit lush caves everywhere. At the moment, at least, I'm not too worried about it. But what we may do is just grab the coordinates because, as far as I know, that's the first one we've seen, and it would be glad I saw that. Um, Crazy if we had to go hunting, right? So we'll maybe note it, and I'll probably put a chest where we can leave some stuff, like the twigs and the. I don't know if we got any leaf blocks or anything from that hoeing, but I don't know. We'll see how we are. I wouldn't mind having some jungle logs back at home. Do 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 do. Zoop, boop, wah, zee, zoop. Oh, yeah, look at them all. Shrubberies! What if we did... I know I'm kind of wasting this. Can I not put that there? Do I have dirt? Get you, my pretty. There. There. All right, that'll be our marker. If we ever need to come back here, that's where the cave is. I don't know if it'll stand out too much, but it will probably will with torches. And then just for giggles, let's get... Nope, that's the template. Octo Tarsal. Um, lush cavern tree. 1998, fine year, and 656. So we're not too far from home or spawn. We're much closer than we were when we'd gone to that pillager treasure chest thing in the previous stream. So, boom, or a couple streams ago. Anyway, I don't need that. Don't need that. Got these out of the way. F3 that. Oh, I guess we did take down a tree over one, didn't we? The saplings are what we want here so we could grow more jungle trees back home. And I think... So, like the seeds and the sticks, we could certainly toss. Even the oak logs, if it really came down to it, if we run into something awesome on the way home. But let's keep following the river here, see what we get. And is what we get stuck? And is this jungle in any way tied to some of the jungles that we saw when we were going around the other? Hey, look, there's another tree. So, all right, we know we got lush caves under this jungle, which makes a lot of sense, right? If your cave was gonna be lush, a good place for that to happen would be in a jungle or under a jungle. Uh, haven't noticed any fairy. Welcome back. How you doing? I timed it right, unless you were lurking there, but yeah, I got the break out of the way. We're still boating. We've found some awesome stuff. A few cool villages. Um, and now we're just kind of wondering: are we starting to overlap our footprints from past trips? Right, because we'd gone out from our base and around kind of the other way. Um, in any event, as we go, oh, this does this feel familiar? At some point, oh, this is dumb. I'm gonna be all stuck. At some point, no, that doesn't look too familiar. There was chest loot out in the area. Well, nice, nice. Clean some stuff up. Hey, I need to do that. I've been putting it off for way too long, but I definitely want to get the stream going early today so that I'd be able to wrap up. And it actually started later than I'd planned. Um, Even so, I thought of going an hour earlier, but I just wasn't ready to push the button and get things going. So, all right, Guardian Temples. Anytime we see those, we think we're maybe getting back in play. And again, still base is way over there, but here's the big question: does this turn back to some of that other open water that we were seeing at the villages and stuff, or is this kind of internalized? I think I see a ship ahead. Might be tough to get to. It's the problem with distant ships that are low in the water. Once we start going, they get tough to see. I see a lot of kelp. I see a lot of sparkles on the surface water. I mean, every time I think like, oh man, it's kind of tough to see under this water. It's like, yeah, it's a whole lot easier to see than if you were in a boat looking down, moving this fast across the water out in real open water. The worst part will be if what I thought I saw was a boat wasn't a boat at all. Like it could have been that. It could have been some of this where the kelp got up high and was blocking the view of this sand or dirt, whatever. Um, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes if you then turn, you get a little different angle. Um, I know, I know, I know. I won't be tempted with all your awesome sounding food. But yeah, I've been kind of going later, closer to noon my time, consistently now, and I had afternoon stuff coming up today, so get that out. All right, this well, no, because we would have seen that village, right? So this might be a new deal. And I was gonna say it was a ship, but it looks like a broken portal. And there's a chest. Oh crap! Hang on. Where you at? Anybody see you? Oh shit! I don't have air. Oh crap! This just got bad. Terribly, terribly bad. There, I saw it coming at me. So he's back behind. Come on! Oh crap! Get him! Why don't I have? Oh, Nikes! Damn it! Oh, drowned her so bad. Today's dinner isn't amazing. Amazing. It isn't amazing because it's so amazing. Frack, dude. I don't know. The trident wielding dudes are. My best bet was just to get to the boat and try to outdistance him and bail, but I didn't know where he was. So that was when I ducked down behind the little like kind of seamount, and then I was like, "Oh, I don't have respiration. I'm gonna run out of air." I had to go up. He started hitting me again. I saw where he was, and I kind of thought that, like, from where we're looking now, right? If we look back behind here, he was hanging out down low behind these couple kelp, and we came across the front here and ducked down. And in open water like that, they'll break your boats. Their trident will hit the boat and break it, and then you're stuck in the water again. Now it might have given us a chance to get hungry, and that was a part of the problem. No gold apples, so I couldn't. And I probably had them, and again, didn't have them on the toolbar. I got to just park those suckers on the damn toolbar. That would hurt so much more than taco. I I want to say bad words under my breath a lot. Other than drinking that coffee, Fairy? Damn it. I'm going to remember that I was supposed to bring all the other death scores over to this PC. Hang on. Um, okay. Is it on? Yeah, there we go. All right, I moved it over so you guys can see it now. So it's weird. It's like layering two different monitors from me. Don't let me leave stuff out here. Death scores. This is what we do first, Fairy. Have you been here for a death yet, Fairy? Nah, you got first taste here. Dang it, man. And I'm typing your name. I'm rattled. I'm shook, guys. Octo Tarsas. This should be spaced out. Damn it. I mean this one makes me so mad. Mainly because we built that cool. This is why I don't build base stuff early because it's so easy to lose your damn world. 2007, less of a good year. I don't know, but at the moment I'm very anti-year 2007 because it was our death score. Killed by trident, drowns in open ocean. Wah wah. Save that real quick. All right, now I need to come back over here. I have two. Hide it. All right. Spectate world back to spawn. Day 64. That's what I would need to grab. I won't show you the day death scores sheet again. Day 64. Not the 673 we were in 10 times longer and then some in the last world. Oh man. Well, let me get that out of the way. So Fairy over in chat. I always miss him. Yeah, you know what we're gonna do ultimately. What is this tree? Why did it put me in a tree? So here it is, man. We better tour this one. All of our mahogany trees that we planted. They were so beautiful. Such a nice little grove. Fairy, thanks for keeping me company while we built all this up or prepared it. That could have been glorious. And then our foot foundations, I guess, for our base, which I really, really was looking forward to. I'd love to do something like it in the future. Um, but I really, spawning right over there and walking this way, I was like, oh, I was looking for a hillside to dig into. But as I came past this hill and that, and walked over here is like, that's deep enough. We can dig in there and shelter for the first night. I was looking at this going, this could be absolutely amazing. And it's kind of what made me, not only that, but in Taco, we never did any base building, decorating, any of that kind of stuff. So I definitely wanted to do a little more in this base, and I'll continue to try to balance that a little better. But yeah, I really thought, put this on the center and make a base. I don't have a pointer anymore, but that kind of came around and then went straight across here, and then we filled in another arm out here to close there, and it would be kind of like the Greek letter omega, or a horseshoe kind of shape, with that being kind of like an access, ground access into a nice landscaped kind of courtyard area, very Mediterranean style. And I got such a strong impression of that, that depending on what we roll next, I may keep that in mind. I was very excited about doing a build like that. But of course, every world inspires us differently. Let's just try to peek in. So we had our very standard. This is it, as far as um, a beginning world starter base. You guys have all seen similar layouts. They vary a little bit. Back in the day, it used to be a 7x7. So we'd pull in those corners, and it would be chests right at the doors. The crafting table there with another chest on it. But I've just decided I like more space, and it lets us put stuff around in the corners. And then this was just the beginning of all we'd hoped for. Um, and here I have, I'm no guarantees, because we normally don't build a whole lot underground. Um, we like to build up so that you have a surface base that can show off, right? Um, but look at this was the little cave that we caught, and we did just a bit of exploring, and there wasn't much there, so we pulled out what resources we could. But I kind of laughed that, yeah, there's not much going on there. Um, and we had these couple of others that we caught going down and explored out a little bit. Oh, we were so close. Abandoned mine right there. Geodes everywhere. And this is, I know there are means to be able to get into a world and look at this stuff. You can, effectively push your head inside a block and that kind of stuff and get this view. I don't ever want to do that myself, but I love looking around at it after and going like, oh, we were so close, right? Um, so yeah, we had all this to explore, and from the last world where you knew we were kind of trying to find our way around and find more of the abandoned mine shaft. It's a good chance to kind of look, see how there are parts where there's big, thick cluster areas of it, but I kind of call them tendrils, like plants. They have just these little hallways that wander off in far directions. So you could come and hit over here, not easily get connected back over to the other, and you got to hunt around for a while to see if you can find more of it or how it all is connected. But they are big. They do keep going and going and going. Um, and of course that could have had lots of good stuff. But this gives you an idea. When we start and we aim a stairway down, it is a bit of a chance on whether we'll be able to. Wow, that would have been interesting eventually, huh? I guess we were deep enough and maybe wouldn't have broke through, but yeah, this was either we cut out of the world here in our spectator mode before we reach the bottom of our stairs, which is probably the case. Because we don't go all the way to the bottom, we go to negative 54 or whatever. But yeah, you can see going down. I was trying to see if any of this shows a deep dark. I don't know if flying around underground just wasn't meant to be. Yeah, I guess I'm reading that as an I guess, not a guess. Um, yeah, that's that's kind of all you can see when you're playing hardcore. The good news is, hey, we'll try to learn from this one too. Keep going. Um, and the building bit was fun. That was a ton of good. The caving that we did, running around. These all came out of that's those surface level caves, and this might have been that first one. I don't think we load in enough to be able to see. Yeah, this is going. There's the fields, so I don't think we load in enough to be able to see the giant caves that were out this way. They were pretty epic, though. I mean, this looks flooded. Oh no, maybe this was part of it. Why isn't this lit up then? Am I? Oh, there's the ground, right? If this is what we. Oh no, we went down over here and it's just clipped. We never went back in this section. We made our way down here, ended up coming over here, and then down into all these caves. All right, well, you were fun, Octo Tarsus. We enjoyed your bounty. Uh, man, all right. Well, Fairy, I think what I'm gonna do, and I don't want to chase you off, and I hate doing this in the middle of a stream because I did a clean reboot and everything, so we wouldn't have to worry about it. But I think what I'm gonna do is delete this world. We'll call it all good, and then I'm actually gonna break this stream so that we can have two different episodes. So for anybody lurking, hanging out, watching, um, we're gonna have a break here in the stream. I am coming right back online. We got another 90 minutes or so. We're gonna start a new world, but it's the easiest way that I have to segment those out, and then we'll have a brand new world start. Octotarsus, though, you are done. We did get those days grabbed, so I think that's gonna do it. If you're watching this over on YouTube, this won't be a part A or B because we're going to have season whatever episode one kicking off for our next world here in just a bit. Um, and on the YouTube side, that won't be an A or B. We'll just have two episodes load up today because I do want to have that world be separate. If it becomes a 200 episode world, and we're building massive contraptions and all that, I want the start to be clean. So save and quit this one to title. We'll come back and delete everything else back out. Give me just a minute or two, and we'll have a new stream. Probably won't even be that long. It'll probably be like 15, 20 seconds. Just enough time for it to all reset. So join me back here, reload your players, and we'll be going again. Thanks, guys.